Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to today's cash stuffing video. So I'm super excited to get started. There has been a couple of envelopes that have been touched in the last week and a bit, but I think it's only been 2 or 3, so not too bad. And most of those were essential purchases, so I'm not too upset about that. I have a feeling that my phone is crooked, but we're going to go with it. Anyway, let's just get straight into it and start by doing some counting. So we have 150s. We have a big stack of 20s with just like one measly old note. I almost got rid of all of them, but all right. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 3, 20, 40. So $340 in 20s. So 340, 440, there's 110, so 50. So 450, 5, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. So $30. So altogether we've got $480. This is probably going to be around about the money that I'm going to be able to stuff each fortnight. Kind of sucks, but now that I took that novated lease out on the new car, it kind of means that I'm going to be getting a little bit less money to put away into my other fund folders, which kind of sucks, but I got a new car, which I kind of needed, so it's all good. Anyway, let's just get straight into it. So, firstly, things in the bills folder that had to get taken out. I think the only one was car. Where's car? There. So, I took out $70 because there's you have to pay fringe benefits tax if you don't pay a certain amount before a certain date post tax. So I needed to supplement the amount that's coming out of my paycheck in a one-off payment to make sure that I got to the post tax payment and didn't get charged extra tax for the car. So I paid that off and I took the money out of the car folder because it's to do with the car. So I figured that made sense. Anyway, that's the only bill section that got emptied this week or changed. So let's just get straight into it. A lot of these are just going to get 20s today because I've got a lot of envelopes and the easiest way to get everything, just a little bit of money, is to give everything 20s. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to start with our subscriptions, of which we have 50. So we need to get this back up to the amount of money that we need it to be, which I think I said it's 120. I think it's actually 119, but close enough. All right, so that will be $70. I'm gonna make sure I actually put all of the money in this time so I don't end up like last time with extras. All right, that's done. Medical is also going to be getting 20. I think this is actually pretty close to full, so we might finish this off next time and then not add any more money to it unless we need to. That was an extra 20 there, so that's 165. So every time I need to take money out, I can then the next time re-add the money in. But see, currently fully funded medical fund. It's pretty good. Dental, actually not quite fully funded. Dental is going to be getting 25. It's the only one in the next like 10 that's going to be getting something other than 20, which is all right. So adding 25 should give us 110. 1002. Can't believe it's February. Plus 25 will give us 110, theoretically. All right, so 50, 70, 90, 100, 105, 110. Perfect. So that's dental. That one's got a long way to go. So once the medical's full, the money I put in there will probably start going into the dental folder until we need to stuff medical again. All right, union fees has 250 and 20, and it is going to be getting a 20 today. I'm gonna make them line up. So that is now going to be at 290. We got 250 in the bank, which is actually the highest interest rate that I could possibly get. And then 40 in the envelope, so $2.90. Insurance is also going to be getting 20 today. 10.02, 20, so it should have 105. Got some weird numbers in these. Don't know where that $5 came from, but oh, last week getting a 5, that would be why. All right, so 50, 70, 90, 105. Perfect. That was insurance. That one needs to be at about $800. So quite a ways to go on that. We're about an eighth of the way through, so that's good. Car is going to be getting 20. So should be at 270. Not bad. There we go. Sometimes this envelopes just don't want to play nice. Next, maintenance. You guessed it, it is going to get 20. This one should also be at 1010. Oh, 110, not 1010. All right, 50, 70, 90, 110. Trying to be very careful to not miss things out this week because that caused a little bit of headaches last week. Home is getting 20. Okay, so it's already got a 20 in there. This one also had some money taken out because I don't own a hose and I needed one because there's been swallows that have kind of decided to make a nest on top of my porch light, and when birds make nests, they tend to poo a lot under it. So I really needed a hose to be able to clean that up and, you know, water plants and wash the car and stuff like that. So I figured that was a worthwhile investment, and it classifies as under home because it was something from my home. I think that makes sense. All right, utilities. This is the last one in this big string of 20s. So it now has 80. Flip all of them over, I guess. So adding a 20. And it makes us 80. Perfect. So 50, 70, 80. Just got to double check. I'm actually really excited till I get to use the new trackers because it's kind of annoying me having the misprints on the back of them. I mean, I could cover them with something else, but... All right, emergency. This was where the mistake happened last time. So if you didn't manage to watch that video, I said I was going to put $50 into the envelope and then I just didn't put $50 into it. But I did fix that. My bank account's got $500 in the emergency fund, and then I added the extra 50 back in. So I took 50 out of my bank account savings to go into the emergency fund, and that was all fine. So it should be right. So 550, 70, 90, 610, 630, 650. Not good at counting odd 20s. Anyway, emergency is going to get another 50. I'm really trying to get this up until at least 1 month's pay, so that if something does happen and I end up having to go on extended sick leave or something, I will have the money just sitting there if it's needed. So that should be 700 now. So let's just do one last count. We've got 500, 550, 600, 620, 40, 60, 80, 700. Perfect. So that's actually going quite well. I haven't actually been saving up for all that long, so I'm actually really quite proud of the amount of money I've managed to save, because I'm not a very good saver and it's going to cause problems in the future, but you know what, any little bit counts. Savings, we're also going to give a 10 today. Nope, sorry, a 20. So that will give us 270. Still have no idea what I'm going to be doing with this fund, but It's there when I decide what I'm going to be using it for. Perfect. Okay, so now these two trackers here. This one here is my emergency fund tracker. This one here is the sinking funds balance tracker. So in my emergency fund, I now have the $500. Oops, that's wrong. So the $250 we took out last week in our cash exchange video. That's there. And then this fund now, I rearranged a few things. I probably should have written that I got rid of things. Yeah, whatever. So it now has the $1,000 from that I took out of the bank into here. So I did add all of that money in there, but I'd already moved that and I didn't put it in here. So we're just going to go with that. So now in the bank for my sinking funds, I've got the $1,000 for my placeholders, and my emergency fund has $500. So this little bank thing here, it holds the money when I bring it back from the bank, but it's also just allowing me to keep track of what I should have in the bank for my sinking funds. Thank you. All right, on to the slightly more exciting envelopes. Appliances also had money taken out of it this fortnight because I bought the steam cleaner carpet extractor thing that I've been talking about forever, which is great, but I got here from like Europe or something and it had a completely different plug. So I took $15 out of this to buy the like Europe to Australia adapter that it needed to be able to work. So I was like, you know what? I already took the money out for the steam cleaner itself. We might as well take some money out for the plug. So don't really have anything in mind that I want to or need to buy at the moment. So we're just going to be slowly adding to this until I find an appliance that I really feel like buying. Though the next thing might be one of those robo vacuums that self-empties, because that sounds really cool. All right, household also going to be getting 5. This one I've left since last time, so, well, kind of. Haven't touched it in a while, that's good, but not quite left it, apparently. So that one's also getting 5. This one 15. There we go. Lovely. And this one's probably going to be the first one that's going to be able to have my new trackers in it, which is actually really exciting. I still haven't cut them out yet, so that's something that I'll need to do at some point in time. Shopping is going to be getting 20. And my goal for February is to not touch it. We'll see how well that goes. Oh, excuse me. So I want the end of February with this shopping balance to have $40 in it that I have not touched. May or may not happen. We'll see how we go. Actually, shopping probably will be the next one to get a new tracking slip. That'll be after the next cash stuffing, which is exciting. Clothing's also going to get a 5. I did quite a few big clothing shops recently, so I definitely don't need to be putting any more money into clothing at the moment. So we'll just slowly build it up until I decide I need to buy something else, which, you know, realistically could happen at any point in time. But I'm trying to not touch anything in here as much as possible in the month of February. Like I said, may or may not happen. We'll see how we go. All right, technology is at 150 and we are going to be adding a 20. So this makes it to 170. There we go. Lovely. That one did not want to go in. Birthdays is going to be getting a 5. So we're currently at 60. This will be 65. 1002. We're just going to slowly keep adding to that one until it gets to 100, and then we'll just leave that one be. Events. I think there's actually going to be quite a few more events coming up this year. We've got things like just work, drink afternoons, and they're doing a paint and sip at the school, which is really exciting, but we're not allowed to have alcohol because it's at a school. So paint and sip without non-alcoholic beverages, but you know what, it's fine. What is this one getting? 10. This is getting my 10. Lovely. So I'm just slowly adding to this one a little bit more than the birthdays, and I'll probably continue to add to this one the whole year at a slow rate. We'll see how we go. All right, miscellaneous, another one I do not want to touch in February. It is going to be getting 20. So again, I want to have $40 in this envelope by the end of the month. Again, may or may not happen. Lovely. Holiday is going to get the 50. How many notes do I have left? Oh, this is a problem. I've got more money than I should again. Okay, I'm going to actually leave holiday here for the moment. Investments, I'll leave that one too. Furniture's going to get a 20. So 20, 40, 140. And 02. That makes us 160. I'm not sure if I just can't count, which is entirely possible. Yeah, that's entirely possible. 51, 20, 40, 60. But I always seem to end up with extra money. And I don't think I made a mistake this time because I was being extra careful. So maybe I just didn't count it correctly when I initially did my planning out of my numbers. Okay, so we got $10 in stationery. And it's going to be getting another 5. And 02, 5. It's got 15. That shouldn't really need much money in it at any point for a while now, so that's fine. There we go. All right, so we have a little bit extra money than I was planning. So in investments, we'll do the 40. So 10.02, we'll add 40, which will put us at 440. I kind of want to just go get two $2 coins so I can be 444, but that's not worth it just for the 2 weeks that it's going to be like that. No, it was right. And that's just a weirdo. There we go. Okay, so we got 250. So 3, 350, 4, 420, 440. Perfect. So it's a little bit extra than I was planning in investments, which is excellent. And that leaves us with holiday, which will be getting the remaining 70, which is great because I really do need to build that one back up and relatively quickly. So it should give us 145. Okay. So 51, 20, 45. Perfect. So, what have we learnt today? Number 1, I need to stop spending money. Number 2, I need to learn how to count when I am doing my planning out of things. I probably should go through and check to make sure they all have the correct amount in them, but I'm probably not going to do that. So if you did find in that video you saw a place where I forgot to put money in, please do let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to assume that I didn't count it properly to start with when I did my planning, and we're just gonna leave it at that. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below. It does help me out quite a bit, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye.